at the courthouse.
What is occurring in Portland in the early hours of every morning is not peaceful protesting. These individuals are organized and they have one mission in mind: to burn down or to cause extreme damage to the federal courthouse and to law enforcement officers.
Wolf also accused Portland media of exaggerating the role federal officers are playing. Journalists have observed federal officers using tear gas indiscriminately and without warning on peaceful protesters. Several peaceful demonstrators have been shot in the head with so-called less lethal munitions fired by federal law enforcement officers. All of Oregon's counties saw their unemployment rates drop last month, according to the state employment department, but many are still above both state and national rates. Lincoln County has the state's highest seasonally adjusted unemployment rate at 17%. Other counties with some of the highest unemployment rates in the state include Clatsop, Crook, and Curry. Wheeler County had the lowest rate last month with 5.7%. Comparing this June with last June, non-farm related jobs declined sharply throughout the state, but the largest job losses occurred along the coast. The statewide and national unemployment rates are just more than 11%. Pioneer Pacific College is closing 3 campuses and eliminating more than 130 jobs. In an official filing with the state, the college blamed restrictions that Governor Kate Brown has put into place to deal with the coronavirus pandemic. This is OPB.
Support for NPR comes from Carnegie Corporation of New York, supporting innovations in education, democratic engagement, and the advancement of international peace and security. More information is available online at carnegie.org. And the Annie E. Casey Foundation.
Morning clouds west of the Cascades, then mostly sunny. Coastal highs in the 60s, inland in the mid-70s. East of the Cascades becoming partly cloudy with a chance of thunderstorms and highs in the mid to upper 90s.
I'm Tanzina Vega, and welcome to The Takeaway. As the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases continues to rise in the United States, public health officials have continued to recommend face masks to stop the spread. But not all Americans are on board.
I work for Costco, and I'm asking this member to put on a mask because that is our company policy. So either wear the mask.
And I'm not doing it because I woke up in a free country.
No, I'm not doing it. We don't want any of this anymore. This is over. No, no. Do you why? Why? You let everybody else do it. I have a breathing problem. My doctor would not let me wear masks. So anyone harassing me to wear masks, you guys are violating federal law. You get that? Get that on camera.
Since the pandemic has reached the United States, there have been multiple videos featuring combative scenes where people refuse to comply with mask mandates and social distancing, everywhere from Trader Joe's to Costco. And in a few cases, those confrontations have escalated into real violence, like in Flint, Michigan, where a security guard died after being shot for telling a customer to wear a face mask. Our next guests say that part of the problem are the conflicting messages coming from the federal government about the effectiveness of wearing a mask. But even President Trump has come around, saying, quote, "It's patriotic to wear a face mask when you can't socially distance," in a recent tweet. Dr. Kirsten Bibbins-Domingo is a physician and chair of the University of California, San Francisco's Department of Epidemiology and Biostatistics, and Sion Bonot is a behavioral and public economist at Swarthmore College.
You know, I think there's plenty of reasons out there to be upset. I think people are getting particularly upset in visible ways out in public around mask wearing. We've got people on both sides and people getting into fist fights in stores over this issue, which has been a fascinating and troubling phenomenon here in society.
Masks have become increasingly a political statement for some people, but I'm wondering, is that what's inspiring so much rage in some segments of the population?
I mean, you know, I think there's multiple components, right? I mean, it's almost as if the rage from the general political environment, the rage from, obviously,